I'm Terry Starman at the Rank Amateur Rocket. Thank you for selecting this video on connecting with someone who is in total darkness. Before I continue, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then please do it now. At the same time, activate the notification bell feature. Why not? Give this video a thumb up now, lest ye forget to do it later, and share the joy of the channel with others. Connecting with somebody who is in total darkness. Just a little while back, a friend of mine, his son, committed suicide. And my friend asked me to elaborate on connecting with someone who is in total darkness. His son had been involved with heavy anxiety and depression for a good while. Apparently nothing was really helping. And my friend, loving father, caring father, apparently couldn't reach emotionally his son. Total darkness. Couldn't get in there and help out. And now the result occurred. So I was asked to elaborate on connecting with someone in total darkness. Well, what do you say? I've been in the total darkness. All the material here on my channel is here in part because of me having to find my way out. Because nothing was helping. Nothing from the outside world was helping at all. Nobody and nothing. This had gone on for a long time. I had to figure it out myself. Now, how do you do that in total darkness? People wouldn't arrive at states of total darkness if there was a way to have stopped it early in the game. You know, once you cross a line, there's really no stopping it. You know, there could have been a day. There could have been a day in my life when I didn't feel very good about things. Long ago. And instead of pulling through it and being okay, a day or two later, that didn't happen. And so it continued. And it started to involve more and more of my thoughts. More and more of my mental atmosphere, otherwise known as mood. It started to involve how I feel more and more. And then it just became something that kind of like darkened everything. And it got darker and darker over years. If I had caught it or knew what to do, those opportunities, even the desire to do anything about it, really, that earnest desire, a serious one that would drive to action, relevant action, that was long gone by then. So how does somebody else connect with that person in a manner that will help? Well, any such kind of help gets sucked into the black hole. And that's all that is you can't. Whatever is done becomes just part of the black hole. It's gone. So how do you connect? What do you do? I felt like I had to come up with something to say because of the request under the conditions, the given conditions that the request was made. What do I do? Well, what about when the person has departed? When the person in total darkness has departed, how would you connect them? All I can think of is that love is, what do they call it? Love is the something that binds, the tie that binds. Love is the tie that binds. That's what's left. So what about when the person is still alive in total darkness? Well, that would still apply. Yeah. Love is the tie that binds. But what does that do? Apparently it doesn't do much at such a point. All I can think of then is thought forms. If you can't reach the person who is in total darkness with your conscious efforts, it seems like you need a third party involved then to do it, to make it happen. Something that will work. It's something that comes from you. Well, that would be a thought form that you create. If you don't know about thought forms, find it here on my channel. There's an entire playlist on thought forms, I'm pretty sure, and how to create them, what they are, do them carefully. Be careful what thought forms you create. And here's a way that thought forms get created that help people in severe medical conditions, terminally ill conditions, and other psychological conditions to a noticeable extent. Thought forms, well, prayer, fervent prayer. Say there's a very religious mother at the bedside of her dying son, or he's in war. Let's say, either way, right? And she fervently prays for his well-being, his safety, for his return to health. And eventually it happens, and there's this noticeable thing, like maybe it happened on the operating table, or maybe it happened during an attack when, something really obvious, and it corresponds with a moment that she was praying. What she has done is created a thought form that acts like a guardian angel. That's the primary effect, as far as I know, that occurs. There's a way to get it done. Anyway, that's all I can think of. And the thought form is endowed with some of your will. That's what its life force is. And it is sent out to take care of the person who is in total darkness in this case. And with the intent, the person who created it, the purpose of the thought form is to bring that other person back to a point of health or safety, physical safety, something, right? Okay. That would be the thing to do, because that would work at the subconscious level of the person in total darkness. It would come into the person's mind from inside itself, in the person's awareness and consciousness, from inside, rather than from outside, through the ears. That's all I can think of. That's the kind of connection that would have to be established. And that's the connection. That's how it would happen. So bear that in mind. There, I think I have elaborated on connecting with someone in total darkness now. That's the best I can do. It's the best I know of. All right. So if you liked the video now, remember to give it a thumb up, lest you forgot to do it earlier. Subscribe, get notified, share the joy of the channel with others. Thank you for selecting this video on connecting with somebody who is in total darkness. I'm Turk Strawman at Theron Q Ramacharaka. Be well.